had an internship at a local news station, the CBS affiliate back home. And I think it was one of like my last days of the internship. And I said, I do not want to do this as a career. I
Yeah.
was like, this is not it. Because when you're in that industry, you have to work your way up before you can get into entertainment right away. And I just felt so depressed going in there every day and hearing the police scanner and hearing like firsthand what was happening in the city. And if you watch, local news, 80 to 90% of the show is honestly a lot of just like sad news
Negative,
or
yeah.
there's a car accident, if, someone got killed, that could be somebody that I know, and now I have to go report on it, and I just knew from my spirit that it wasn't the place that I really wanted to be for my career. So I remember telling my dad, and I was like, "I know I'm about to graduate, but, like, I don't wanna do this." Another part of my journey, I'll say too, just shout out to my parents because my family, my sister, just have always supported me in whatever has felt best for me in my journey and not really put a lot of pressure on me to follow a certain way because of money or career or what it looks like aesthetically, but more so what feels good to me. And yeah, I graduated and came back home and just kind of was like, I'll just figure it out.
No, talk to so many different people, right? And to how they share their story, and not everyone's story is the same. But I really think it is important for people to understand, especially parents, people who are parents of younger children, right?
Mhm.
That might have children like you that will go to college and maybe will, be almost ready to graduate and say, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like what was it about your parents and their support that helped you through your journey?
I guess just like giving me the space to figure it out, not, holding space for me still, and helping me explore like, okay, well, what do you like? Or not really putting pressure on the timeline either. Cause I graduated and now, looking back now, I can see how it all lined up. But I graduated and I think I was home for 2 years before I ended up moving, which, I'll get to that part of my story. But they just really gave me the space to explore it and didn't put pressure on me, but I don't even know how, but I just remember feeling safe enough to tell them that that's not what I wanted to do and not feeling like I'm, letting them down or anything like that. Like, I think that they were just proud of me to go on the journey, to go to school and explore it and to get the degree
Yeah.
and to always, I always had it to fall back on. And it did actually lead me to a couple of odd jobs that I worked in back home in Kentucky. And then those, you find people and you build relationships with them and they lead you to a different part of your life that can take you somewhere else. And it was all just a part of the journey and the path. But I think that maybe somewhere along the way, and I have to ask them actually too. I'm glad you asked me that question, but I think they always just trusted that I would find my way and that also I could always come back to them, as their foundation.